My name is Rebecca, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about how to structure your TOEFL essay easily and quickly in order to get full marks for the organization aspect of your answer. Okay? Now, one type of very common question is where you're asked to state a preference. Let me give you some examples. I'm looking here at the official guide to the new TOEFL IBT by ETS, and in the list of independent topics, we see examples like these. Some people like to travel with a companion. Others prefer to travel alone. Which do you prefer? Use specific reasons and examples to support your choice. That's one. Okay. Let's look at another one. Some people think that they can learn better by themselves than with a teacher. Others think that it's always better to have a teacher. Which do you prefer? Use specific reasons to develop your essay. Okay, and let's look at a last one here. Similar one, where you're asked to state a preference. Some people prefer to live in a small town. Others prefer to live in a big city. Which place would you prefer to live in? Use specific reasons and details to support your answer. Okay? So we see here, by looking at these three examples, that in these types of questions, you're asked to do three things. The first is to state your preference. The second is to give reasons. And the third is to support those reasons with examples or further details. And to get full marks, you must remember to do all of these things. Okay? Now, let's take that last question where you were asked to choose between a big city or a small town. Let's suppose you decided to choose big city. What you need to do in the first 5 minutes of the half an hour that you have for your TOEFL independent essay is to plan. Lots of students think they have very little time to write and they don't want to waste time planning. My advice and my experience has been that if you spend the first 4 or 5 minutes planning, you'll have a much better essay at the end of the half an hour than if you hadn't taken that time. Once you know what you want to write, it'll be much easier for you to focus on how to write it. Okay? All right. So let's take that first example, big city. This is how you could brainstorm in the first few minutes using some keywords that'll help you to structure your answer. These keywords are here, and I'll be coming to that in a second. So let's say you say big city. That's what your main preference is. And then you start using some keywords to give your reasons. The keywords in this case are academic reasons, social reasons, and professional reasons. Later, I'll give you examples of many other types of reasons you could choose. So you quickly jot these down. You put it all down graphically, and this way you can see the whole picture, and you can see if something's missing. Then you take, for example, academic, and you try to find 3 examples or supporting details to see whether it's possible for you to construct a whole paragraph to write about that reason. Because if you can't find enough examples or details, then perhaps you should drop this particular reason and choose another reason. Okay? All right. So, for example, here, for academic reasons, I put down qualified professors, prestigious schools, and better facilities. A big city would have all of these. You could say, I prefer living in a big city for social reasons. You would meet more people, there would be greater diversity, and there's a wider range of languages and cultures that you would come across. Here you have managed to find good supporting reasons, good supporting examples for your second reason. The third reason would be, for example, professional. There are more opportunities, higher salaries, and more well-known companies that would be established in a larger city. Now you have, if you're satisfied, okay, let's say you've done this, if you're satisfied with this, then you can immediately progress to your essay. If you're not satisfied with a particular reason, or you can't find enough examples, then you can substitute something else here. You could say, for example, cultural reasons, historic reasons, environmental reasons, health reasons, economic reasons, biological reasons, sociological reasons, psychological reasons, spiritual reasons, religious reasons. The list goes on. It's really helpful for you to learn a lot of these keywords, which would be your reasons, and from that will flow a number of examples. Okay? If you're satisfied with this picture, you really have the entire structure of your essay right in front of you. Then it'll be much easier for you to write out your essay. So for example, this would be your introduction, number 1, where you're stating your preference in the first paragraph, that I prefer to live in a big city for 3 main reasons, which are academic, social, and professional. The second paragraph is where you would go into detail about the academic reasons. The third paragraph would be where you go into detail about the social reasons. And the fourth paragraph would be where you elaborate on the professional reasons. Your fifth and last paragraph then would be your conclusion, where you restate everything you have said in the essay in different words. In this way, you can be sure that in terms of organization, coherence, logical flow, you would probably get full marks. All right? Of course, there are many other elements that determine what score you're going to get, and we'll be talking about that in some of the other videos that follow. Thanks very much. Bye, and good luck on your TOEFL. And if you would like additional help, you can also go to my website, www.goodlucktoefl.com. Bye.